This ain't the amateurs no more.
Good evening, I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to the famed Boardwalk Hall in Atlantic City, New Jersey, where so many great fights have gone on through the years for tonight's main event. 12 rounds of bantamweight action, and the anticipation for this bout has grown as the week has gone on. A lot of talk behind these two. Now it's time to walk the walk. His ring walk is very interesting here. This isn't over-the-top emotion. This isn't a guy with an intense, glaring stare. Just a guy going to do his job. Pierce is making his way to the ring with such confidence. That is the look of a fighter who knows exactly what tonight's outcome will be.
Remember, guys, obey my commands at all times. Let's have a good, clean fight. Touch him up.
Round 1 of 12. Jab with the straight, classic combination. Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault.
Hey, get out of there! You gotta see that coming, champ. Let's go. You gotta see that.
Many may believe that in a matchup like this, power puncher versus power puncher, that he who has more power wins. But in a way, is it as simple as saying he who has more fundamentals wins?
Yes, absolutely. He who has a missile to get that bomb to the target, he's gonna win.
Blocking that punch. Very good defense by Pierce. Nice work, great technique. The combo lands. A headshot blocked. The next generation's way off the mark. That punch didn't have a chance.
Let's see some more head movement.
Good step back, counter punch there.
Beautiful.
Big left hand. Boy, he is shaky solid. He goes down thanks to that non-stop attack. It's like he was thrown into a blender of punches.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Pierce's trainer is thrilled with this. He gets up off the canvas. Now he wants to see how he'll react. Good strong combo. A little defense turns into offense. He blocks the shot, comes right back with one of his own.
Move it!
Parries that punch intended for the head. Nice combination, throwing more than one. Both scored there. You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. Rock'em sock'em robots right from the start here, Teddy.
No defense, just pure offense.
Good work with the uppercuts. Nice job there. Fires right back at him.
What I see in
He
there?
tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Last 10 seconds of this first round. Nice combination, landing more than one. Both were able to score.
Keep moving your head. Come on, keep moving. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep the jab pumping, then throw the lead right hand.
You got it.
You're winning this fight. Don't let him keep his distance from you, okay?
That's it.
I want you to take that range away.
You don't need that. No,
He
throw
can't
that
do
away.
anything when you're close to him.
I got it.
Calm down, calm down, calm down. Breathe. Breathe. Good job. Now you caught you with your hands down. Come on now, keep them hands up. Keep them up.
All we need is water up there, and that's it. You don't need that. No, throw that away.
The next generation's got to hope that these 60 seconds are going to pay off for him here. Went down hard in that last round. He's got to gather himself because you know his opponent's going to come right after him when that bell rings. Oh, good defense there. That was a fine block by Pierce. Well, he's got the attitude. Something's got to stick. He fires off the combination, and they both do. The next generation scoring with that right hand. Pierce is going to think about the next time he throws a punch because he just got hit by a good solid counter. Well, we just learned something here, Teddy, in this fight. He landed a beautiful counter punch, and if that continues tonight, this fight's going to be in his favor.
Yeah, this fight might be over because when you land counter punches, usually you're landing clean shots, and sooner or later, shots that your opponent doesn't see. And those are the shots that say, good night.
Good exchange. He fires back.
Get out the way from those punches. Move your head. Move your head.
Punches and bunches. Combination up top. He engages in the clinch. He took a shot, but he came back with a right hand of his own.
Keep that head moving.
90 seconds to go here in this round. Pierce is almost looking foolish that time he missed so badly. Good combination.
Bang the body. That's okay. Let's go.
Good looking right hand after he got hit. Putting his punches together, landing 2 shots there. Here's a moment here as you see the step back counter punch where you realize this is the sweet science, not just some raw savagery swinging out there.
Look at the little subtleties here, Joe. What he does is he forces them into a position to stop the punch. And then when he stops, steps back, makes a miss, and comes right back.
We're seeing good work on the inside with the hook. Teddy, is it harder to train a guy defensively to deal with this than when they're fighting at more range?
Well, you have to learn to fight on the inside. What you have to do is make sure that your defense gets tighter. Automatically, I tell my fighters, Joe, when you get in close, get everything tighter. Everything up, everything closer, because you know that's where the stuff's going to be coming at you fast.
Good job on the 2-punch combo by Pierce.
Forward. Adelante.
Oh, he just misses with that headshot.
Work the body.
That was really well done. Targeting the jab and then thundering home with the uppercut. Come to the end of the round. Always interesting to see how things will play out in our fights. Teddy, it's always great anticipation when we come sit ringside and the build-up of what's going to happen.
Yeah, it is. And it's always great having a little electricity in the crowd. You know, it helps. I know it helps me with the broadcast to know that you have these passionate fans that are around.
Come up. Come up.
The next generation showing you a little defensive skill there, able to move away from that punch.
Stay in one spot.
Here's his opponent landing an effective counter punch right there.
Adelante, forward. Keep doing what
Here he
you're
comes,
doing.
nice and aggressive, red hot going after it, much the way he finished up the action the last time we saw him in the last round.
Hey, look, if you're a fisherman and the fishing was good in a certain spot, you can't wait to get the boat out to that same spot. He's rolling right out there.
Well, he's committed to the left hand, and it's paying off here. And now just wasting away some time with that clinch. Pierce is swinging and missing like he's at bat right there. That punch was nowhere near his opponent. Good double jab by Pierce. And he decides to tie up again. Blocks it away, pulls the trigger on the overhand left. Basic but beautiful. Jab, left hand.
Get close to him.
Pierce's punch is far off the target. Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. How about that left hand? Oh! A non-stop swarming attack puts him down.
His opponent feels like he's in a rainstorm.
Pierce is back up on his feet. Let's see what he has now. The next generation's making for a tough target there. He gets away from that punch. Takes one, gives one. The right hand scores well. Southpaw right jab, then the left hand. Now he ties up there. The next generation. Wow! Wow! He goes down again!
This is going to be called the elevator fight. Up and down all night.
And it's all over. The next generation's unable to beat the count. Knockout loss for him. Teddy, there's a lot of explaining to do here, but help me with this. Was this early knockout out of left field a product of one guy being prepared and the other guy just not ready for it?
No, obviously he wasn't ready, wasn't prepared in the gym, but I think he came out cold from the locker room, never knew what hit him.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Thanks for being with us. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Hi, everybody. So glad you're with us. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas, and we welcome you to the Royal London Theatre here in London, England, for our main event. Boy, and we expect this to be a big night of action. We spoke with both fighters yesterday. Fireworks anticipated here tonight. Let's see.
All right, fellas, let's have a good, clean fight. Touch him up and let's go.
I want to see some hands.
Opening round here, scheduled for 12. Trying to time that straight left hand, and he does so with ease. Well, time and time again, we have seen spectacular knockouts that come from a big, digging uppercut. And that's what this fighter possesses here tonight. What's the key to throwing that punch, Teddy?
Well, the first thing is not to tip your hand. You know, if you have 4 aces, you don't want to be smiling a lot with the guy across from you playing cards. Well, the same thing here. You don't want to dip that shoulder down. You don't want to drop that hand where your opponent sees the punch coming. You want to make sure it's nice and compact and compressed and just snap it up.
Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. Good step back counter punch there. Return the sender with the left hand. Halfway through this round here. Bad Intentions is showing that he's got some defense of his own. He got away from that punch. Committing to the combo now. Both land.
Uppercut. Uppercut.
Side to side.
Good, solid right hand land. Look at that. He goes down thanks to a swarming attack. He got caught up in a mixer play there. He went down from a big shot. Now he's got to have some big guts to move along.
You're going to find out exactly what he's made of.
And there's a clinch after clearly being damaged.
And a clinch that he needed very badly.
Not able to land. What a great round this has turned into. After doing the hurting, now he's the one hurt.
Joe, this is about wit, grit, and spit. This is about fighting.
Ten seconds remaining in this round. Bad Intentions, his movement's really helping him out, avoiding that punch. What a revealing round we just saw. Each man was able to hurt the other. You really can tell how much is on the line here between these two.
Yeah, they both came here. I mean, they're in the best shapes of their career. They came here understanding what this fight means.
Listen, you need to move your head from side to side, okay? I want to see that head move.
Start of a new round, and I give credit to his corner. Bad Intentions, his quartermen, did a really good job after a round in which their fighter was knocked down of just being calm and cool.
The way they're supposed to be. You know, we always talk about the fighter having to be calm and the experience that a fighter has. Well, that corner has plenty of experience. They just showed it.
That just missed. Zones in on that overhand right.
Watch that.
Nice block by Bad Intentions. That is a strong uppercut there. Now hugging on the inside. What an impact that left hand just made by Bad Intentions. He fires off the combination there and it lands. not able to connect with the uppercut. Bad Intentions is going out there after just being knocked down in the last round. If you're standing opposite him, what's the mentality? What's the strategy here?
Well, you want to go after him, but you don't want to walk into a trap either. You want to kind of size him up a little bit. You want to see if he looks like he's okay, but at the same time, keep in your mind that he might be trying to con you. You know you hurt him, so put that pressure on, but do it smart.
Halfway through round number 2.
Don't walk into his punches.
Accuracy an issue there, didn't land that straight right hand. He's showing what a skilled fighter he is with the counterpunch.
Well, the old timers used to say when you're calm in there, when you're controlling there, you can make him do what you want. He made him tie his shoelaces right there.
Good fundamental work, landing the 1-2 there. Bad Intentions' his punch didn't come close. He thinks of himself as a home run hitter, Teddy, but he's been striking out tonight.
And he looks like a pitcher who's lost complete sight of the catcher's mitt. I mean, he cannot throw a strike.
Keep your back off the ropes.
And he ties up on the inside. Good block there by Bad Intentions. Oh, a big shot comes home for him. Late goings here in this round, and he goes down. Can he survive it?
One, two, three, four, five.
Oh, boy, what a break he just caught. The bell rings at the end of the round, saved by the bell.
And if you're in the corner, what do? Well, you just finished painting the house, you know, and you want to paint a little more, but the paint is still wet. You got to wait for it to dry a little bit. You got to wait for your guy to wake up. You got to wait for the cobwebs to go away before you can do more painting.
All right, breathe for me. Deep breath. Breathe. We got it.
I don't know that there's any hope here as we start this new round. He's been... Oh! One-punch power has ended this fight. Can you believe that? There is no way he could continue on. It is done. So he's unable to recover from that one clean shot. This bout ends by way of knockout.
You know, obviously I'm not in his body, so you never know what's really going on, but I just was wondering a little bit, could he have gotten up?
Alongside Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Thanks for being with us. We'll see you next time ringside. Hi, everybody. I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas. Good evening and welcome to the Metro Manila Arena. We're here in the Philippines for our main event of the evening. This should be a good one tonight. Both fighters say they are primed, coming off a very intense and passionate training camp.
Okay, guys, we went over the rules in the dressing room. Let's touch gloves.
36 minutes still ahead of him here, round 1 of 12. Kelly's inability to land flush and sharp was shown there. Takes a step back, then the counterpunch by bad intentions.
Very similar to what you see Floyd Mayweather do. You know, make a miss, pull that shoulder back, and then come right back with the counter.
Sending more than one at him now, the combo to the head. Teddy, here we have a fighter who's not known for being well-conditioned, doesn't have great stamina, fighting against a guy who has great speed. What is the biggest single advantage outside of speed that he has? How can he use that speed to make a great advantage?
Mentally, he knows he can go the route. He believes he's going to go the route. The other guy doesn't know that. He doesn't believe that.
Couldn't hit the elusive target with that straight right. The combo lands upstairs. Kelly's just punching air that time. His opponent was able to get out of the way. See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. Reaching the halfway mark of this round. He clinches when he gets to the inside. That's some fine work right there by bad intentions. Kelly's defense did a good job there, able to avoid that punch. Good doubling up of the jab by bad intentions. That's a razor-sharp uppercut by Kevin Kelly. Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. Final 10 seconds of round number 1. 3 minutes gone by in this round. Bad intentions is putting forth an effort, but he's not being effective in that regard.
No, he's not. He's not landing when he needs to land. And it kind of reminds, he's a banger too. He can punch a little. It reminds me of an old saying that a trainer once told me. It doesn't mean anything to have a big punch. It's kind of like having a military weapon, a bomb. What good is it if you don't have a missile to get it to the target? Right now, he needs a missile to get that punch. He needs to set it up, and he's not doing that.
Okay? Slip his punch and then throw a straight right down the middle.
Here we go. Round 2 is underway. Protecting his head well with his guard. The Flash's defense. Is it ever good? Look at how easy he's able to block those punches. Bad Intentions is the kind of boxer that wants to do just that. Find the target, get the combination working, land both punches. And he's holding. The Flash's movement helped out there. He avoided that punch. Able to dismiss it. Took a shot. Now he gives a left.
Watch that.
Scored well up top.
Nice.
Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot. He gets off with a combination up top. Here's one for you now, he says. Right back with the left hand. Kelly's able to avoid that punch. And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round. And he just holds on there. He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. Able to cover up along the belt line, blocks that one. The Flash is able to land a nice, clean left hand. So he digs in with a left hand to the body and then places the right. Not much action as he just ties up.
In and out. In and out.
The Flash is giving his opponent headaches here now. He's throwing punches, but he's able to block them away. Really frustrating his opponent now. Kelly's so defensively sound, it doesn't make for an easy target.
No, it doesn't, and it makes for a very frustrating night for his opponent. I see his opponent now, if you notice, he's getting a little tentative. He's afraid to let the punches go because when he misses, he's worried he's going to leave an opening.
He just missed that shot up top. Bad Intentions, his punches are way off the mark. He's been committed to throwing plenty of them. He just hasn't been committed to hitting plenty of the target.
No, and it's not like his opponent suddenly became the invisible man. I mean, he's right there in front of him. It's just that he's tired, and these punches are coming from left field, and guess what? They're not getting to the plate.
You're losing this fight. I need you to take some chances now. You have to take a chance with this guy, all right?
And round number 3 is underway. Comes right back at him with a left hand. 2 snapping jabs by Bad Intentions. Good flush shot upstairs. He gets hit, but he gives it right back. Blocks the headshot. Not hitting his mark there going upstairs. Bad Intentions is landing a combination here. That's what he does when he's at his very best. The trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. Bad Intentions is proving to be elusive. A sound combination by Bad Intentions. Early on in this fight, one of the things I'm going to look for is who's the more well-rounded fighter offensively. Who can do it all with all their punches?
Well, you look for that in any sport, in any profession. You know, you look at a quarterback, you know, in football, the great ones, they can throw deep, but they can throw the short patterns. They can throw the out, the in patterns. Same thing with a fighter.
The Flash has got a way of just getting away from that punch. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Kevin Kelly.
Hands up!
Kelly's well off the mark that time.
Let's see some defense.
There's another right hand. Blocks away that headshot. Good smooth work by Bad Intentions. That's classic counterpunching.
Yeah, what he did was he pulled that right shoulder back. You know, he just pulled it back, gave him the left shoulder, and then gave him the right hand.
Well, that was his intention, and that's what he's doing. Not engaging in the fight, but clinching.
Uppercut!
Bad Intentions, his combination punching is working well here. 10 seconds to go in this third round. Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. And that's the end of round 3.
Get away. Come on now, this is it. You gotta make it a fight now. Okay. Relax, relájate. Take a deep breath.
I don't know what to say. Just keep it up. Just keep it up. That's it now.
Kelly's up on Teddy's scorecard, 3 rounds to zip, but still obviously a lot can happen at this point forward. Right to the head with that right. The Flash is coming up with the answers, avoiding that punch. Bad Intentions is missing punches here. Now, the good news is he's throwing punches, but Teddy needs to be more accurate.
Okay, I give you the bad news.
Please.
He's throwing him to the wrong place. He's throwing him upstairs. He should throw him downstairs. This guy's moving his head. You go downstairs, you take a...
He is damaged badly there. He may hit the floor. Look at this swarming attack. Bad Intentions is taking a barrage of punches. He could go down.
Looks like my screen door on my back porch. I mean, the mosquitoes, there's so many of them, and there's little holes. Some are getting through.
And just grabbing onto his opponent. There he goes with the right hand again. Kelly's way off the mark. That punch didn't have a chance. Halfway through round number 4.
Get out of the way from those punches and move your head. Keep moving. Keep moving. Left and right. Left and right. Keep it up.
Lands the left after setting it up with a jab. Kelly's defense is paying off now.
You're not moving enough. Move. Muévate. Hey, keep your feet moving. Get after him.
Boy, sharp 2-punch combination by Bad Intentions. Kelly's showing you a little defensive skill there, able to move away from that punch.
Guard your head.
Fourth round now with its last 10 seconds. The Flash is able to land at a good connect percentage. Look at the punch stats.
Yours. You hear me? This is your fight. Keep it up. Keep scoring points. Just keep throwing punches.
Listen, way to pick his jabs. Okay. Deep breath now. Deep breath.
There you go.
All the eyes are on him to start this round. Bad intentions, his legs look just a little shaky, but keep in mind, he barely survived that last round.
No, but keep one other thing in mind. I agree with you, Joe, but he's been here before. He's very experienced. If anyone knows how to get out of this, he does.
Kelly's making for a very, very difficult night for his opponent. His opponent knew this was coming. He knew he was going to fight on the outside, but the jab is really doing damage.
Well, his opponent knew this was coming. Why is he not blocking that jab or moving his head and getting away from it?
The Flash is able to land a good, solid left hand.
Out of there!
A crushing two-punch combo by Bad Intentions. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand.
Focus! Relax, relax.
Still plenty of time to work here in round number 5. Minute and a half to go.
Unlock! More punches!
Well, his opponent is opening up and coming forward, so I would think there are some opportunities that exist.
Yeah, I think some counter-punching opportunities. Opportunities not on the front end, but on the back end.
Body shot, body shot.
Not an accurate hook at all. You see him holding on. Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. Coming to the end of round number 5, last 10 seconds.
You're losing this fight. You gotta pick it up. You hear me? Pick it up. No need to get excited, huh?
You got any more of these?
We came to win.
I'll do one. Hold it. More blood? Yeah.
Woo! That is it. That's it. I need another round like that. Just like that, all right? Doing...
Back to action now. We're underway in what has been a completely one-sided fight. You get the sense this one may not go the distance. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by the Flash. Bad Intentions is got to find a way to get this fight back on course. He's really lost his rhythm here.
Yeah, well, he's paying a price for all his technical flaws. You know, he's gotten away with it most of his career, being real fast and good sense of anticipation, you know.
Big shot, the left crashed home.
Hey, keep fighting. Let's go.
He's in bad shape. He's on wobbly legs. Teddy, he's got to tie up.
If he can. See, that's up to his opponent, Joe. It's not automatic that he's going to get what he wants to tie up. If his opponent steps back a little bit, he can keep this offense going and end his night.
And he's just not engaging in the fight. He clinches again. Halfway through round 6.
Move your head.
Now he's putting his punches together. The combination upstairs. Nice strike after catching one by Kevin Kelly. Bad Intentions is almost looking foolish that time he missed so badly. Teddy, he's just covering up. That's all he's doing, but it gives his opponent so much time to pick where he isn't.
Yeah, you're right, Joe. I mean, first of all, some of them are going to get through and some of them are watching them. They're getting through. And you just touched on it. I mean, you cover up, you tell your opponent, hey, I'm camping out, I'm not throwing back. So instead of throwing 1 or 2 at you, he's throwing combinations of 3, 4, 5. You got a problem.
He missed with that headshot. Final 10 seconds of the 6th round.
Let's see some more head movement.
Kelly's power punching tonight has been on the mark throughout. You almost wonder if his opponent can take any more.
Like that.
Yeah, well, you wonder if his opponent gets insulted if you miss him. I mean, move your head.
Capitalize on his misses, okay?
And that round is underway, and we are halfway through the scheduled slate.
Guard your head.
Keep moving. Keep moving.
Able to show you his blocking ability. Well, supposed to be fighting, but instead he's hugging.
Left and right. Left and right. That's it.
Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Kevin Kelly. Bad Intentions is looking for a way to get this fight back on course. A course that can get him a victory. This isn't it. Just trying to counterpunch in these middle rounds.
No, this is not it. He's not thinking right. You know, it's one thing to say physically, technically, he needs to do that. But to do it, you have to be mentally clear. You have to be seeing the plan, seeing what you have to do, what you have to order your body to do. He's not seeing that right now.
And you can see he wanted to do that as he holds on there. Thought he had his target, but way off to the side with the uppercut. Just an excessive amount of holding here. Just much too much clinching. One, but gives one. Good work by Kevin Kelly.
Come on.
You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. Kelly's defense has been just unbelievable tonight. I mean, Teddy, he takes such appreciation seeing a guy putting forth his craft like this.
Yeah, you do, and that's why he's able to have such a long career. That's why he's able to be, you know, so consistently good, because he doesn't take a lot. He doesn't get worn out. He's fresh.
And the bell rings, signifying the end of the round.
Go out and fight this guy. Take it to this guy. You have to go.
Kelly's in control of this fight with a commanding lead on your scorecard, Teddy, as we start round number 8. He just looks like the kind of guy that's not going to be defeated tonight.
No, he's made up his mind. And he didn't make his mind up, you know, and this is for the young fighters out there and whatever you aspire to do to move forward. He didn't make up his mind tonight. It was made up way before he got in the ring, and it's showing.
He's getting the payoff.
Nice work. Nice work.
And he returns on that exchange. Well, something's got to stick. He sends the combination to the body. Not the most accurate uppercut you'll see. Good defense, just covering up down low. Back and forth they go, each man getting the best of it. Kelly's hand speed right now, the difference with what we just saw, able to land that combination.
Yeah, he's probably going to need a little bit more down the road, but right now, that's got him in front.
The Flash is making for a tough target there. He gets away from that punch. Unable to connect by bad intentions.
I shake it off.
That's it. That's it. Move your head. Levante la cabeza.
What a big shot. It was in his scope, and he pulled the trigger with that straight shot, scoring the knockdown.
And he had a beautiful sight there.
Get up. 1. Get up. Get up.
2, 3.
Focus.
Down he goes, now up he gets.
And if he wants to stay up, he's going to have to grab on, kill a little time.
Keep moving. Keep moving.
Last 10 seconds of the 8th round.
Come on.
This round comes to an end, and you can just see that he doesn't have much to him, not much energy there. I mean, how does a trainer fix that?
Well, first of all, you said a key word there. You said you can just see. Well, his opponent can see it, so he's not going to slow down. His opponent now is going to come out even faster. So if you're the trainer, the first thing you say is, hey, take a deep breath, get yourself together. Don't let this guy know you're tired. You're not tired.
Bad Intentions is trying to get back in this round after being knocked down in the last round. But with just 60 seconds between rounds, Teddy, how much can really happen? How much can really benefit a fighter who was knocked down?
Well, a lot has to happen. First of all, you hit him with that sponge. Some cold water on top of the head where you revigorate him a little bit. You know, get his senses back a little bit. And you have to talk to him. Once he calms down, once you physically get him back on track, you look to see if he's okay, and then you have to tell him why he got dropped to begin with.
not able to land the uppercut. And now just wasting everybody's time holding on.
Side to side.
No, his opponent got away from that uppercut. Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. Bad Intentions is swinging and missing like he's at bat right there. That punch was nowhere near his opponent. Great work offensively landing that combination by Bad Intentions. Teddy, when you've been in the corner in your career and you have a charge who is not making a lot of contact, what do you tell him?
The first thing I tell him, Joe, is shorten up your punches a little bit. The other thing I tell him is he's making you miss, so you know what? Feint him a little bit. Get a false move out of him. Get a premature move. And when he moves, then time him. Now you're going to catch him.
That's where he wants to be able to do some damage with his opponent backed up against the ropes. Bad Intentions, his punch is far off the target. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Kevin Kelly. The flash is showing that he's got some defense of his own. He got away from that punch. Lands flush with the combination upstairs. And that's the end of round 9. Kelly's in position right now to really bring home a good victory. He's up on the punch stats. He's up on your scorecard. This is his fight.
Yeah, we just hope that the judges, and you never know that. That's one thing that sometimes can really disappoint you in this business. You hope the judges see it that way, because I can't see it any other way.
Just keep working, and this is your fight.
Another round. Will it go in another one-way direction? It's been a one-sided fight so far tonight. He took a go of it to the body, but came up empty. Staying away from those headshots with his defense up top. And he engages in the clinch.
You're not focusing!
Good job protecting himself. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by the Flash. Kelly's almost got like a Viper quality to it, doesn't he? He just gets in there, he attacks real quick, comes in, strikes before you know what hit you.
Yeah, he's very quick, and that is his style. He likes to get in, do his damage, and get out. Right now, his opponent can't match him with that physical ability. What he's got to do is try to time him on the way in.
And we've reached the halfway point of round 10. Nice combination, jab, uppercut to the head. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Kevin Kelly. How about a return to sender with the left hand? Turned that hook over, but couldn't turn it into a connect. Bad Intentions is putting his punches together now. That's a nice combination. I can imagine throughout your career you've been all over a lot of fighters for lack of movement.
Yeah, it's very, very frustrating because you start to wonder, does he want to win the fight? That's what you start to wonder.
What an excellent two-punch combo by Bad Intentions. Took a shot, now he gives a left. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. Takes one to give one, he comes back with a right hand. Bad Intentions is showing you what it takes to be the best in this business. Good, crisp combos.
Deep breath, deep breath. Holy shit, you are in control of this fight, man.
There you go.
The 11th round. How much more can he take? Trailing on the scorecard and battered upstairs.
Well, right now you got to think about the corner. Maybe they're thinking, and they should be thinking if they're not, about possibly stopping this.
He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by the Flash.
That's it.
Tried the hook, didn't get it. Kelly's, Teddy, this has got to drive his trainer crazy because he's leaving himself wide open with these sweeping shots.
Well, you talk about that old saying, leaving the barn door open, and the horses are going to go out. Well, guess what? The punches, sooner or later, they're going to come in.
Bad Intentions is putting forth that hard work he did in training camp there, landing a crisp combination.
Keep your hands up.
Halfway through this 11th round. Oh, he just misses with that headshot. Combo lands to the head. That right hand is becoming a crutch. He can just lean on it now. Didn't get it done going to the body there. Keeping his hands up, getting rid of his opponent's offense. Not able to land the headshot. Nice strike after catching one by Kevin Kelly. Kelly's showing us a real solid skill set here with his head movement. Teddy, how much of that is just natural athletic ability and instincts, and how much of that is being trained well?
Well, most of it's trained well. If I take a guy off the street, Joe, and he hasn't been taught anything, he's going to throw punches. But usually he's not going to have a good defense. That's something that has to be attained. That's something that has to be taught. This guy has been taught good defensive fundamentals.
Oh, and they decide to trade there. Well, as that round comes to an end, it gives us a moment to kind of reflect on this overall fight. And Teddy, my thoughts are pretty clear-cut. This is the kind of fight that just takes on a personality of its own. This is an all-out war.
Yeah, this is kind of like watching a guy who's not on a budget. You know, he's spending with both hands. You know, when he goes home, he's going to have no money in his pockets. And when this fight is over, these guys are going to have nothing left in the gas tank, and it's probably not going to a decision.
It is the final round. Here they go. Well-struck, solid combination by Bad Intentions. Kelly's movement's really helping him out, avoiding that punch. And now just wasting away some time with that clinch. one for you now, he says. Right back with the left hand. He gives as well as he takes. You saw it on that exchange. Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. A little something for his opponent after getting tagged. He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. Comes right back with some offense of his own. Bad Intentions is doing well here with that two-punch combination. Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. Bad Intentions is so dangerous with that accuracy, a two-punch combination landing. Blocks it away. Well-placed, well-timed combo up top. Oh, that's good stuff. Fired right back with one of his own. Good work by the Flash. Kelly's doing exactly what you should to be a strong defensive fighter. You got to block those punches away. There's the combo to the body. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by the Flash. Bad Intentions, his corner has to give him some advice here because that left hand has been scoring too consistently.
Exactly, Joe, and there's nothing else that he really has to worry about. Take that out of the equation, he'd be winning the fight.
Needs to improve that accuracy, missed with the headshot. Scores with the combo to the head. Intentions is missing the mark by a mile. That just was nowhere to be found. Well, you should lose your judge's license if you have it any other way but the obvious here, Teddy.
Yeah, if they do that, I want to put those guys on a poster, a wanted poster, that you don't want them.
Here's our ring announcer. Kelly's performance tonight was exactly what he was looking for. And it's exactly what the judges reward. Good, solid effort, a unanimous decision.
Yeah, if he was a pitcher, he'd be getting a shutout right now. Almost a perfect game.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Thanks for being with us ringside.